Alright, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to the moth-hawk project. Sorry, it took a little bit while. I was looking for something. Anyway, let's get started. So today we're gonna be going on with the second color on the wings, and then hopefully, we can finally get started on the, we're gonna make up the second color of the wings so that, second color of the feathers so that it will look even better than before. So yeah, let's get started. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, today I actually did a lot of stuff. You probably didn't notice, but I did. Let's see, what kind of color do I need now? First color I need is the... not that one. That is the color that I not need. It's the white color, so where's the blue and brown then? I believe it is right here. Allow me to zoom in on this. Come on, get better at it. There you go. So yeah, today I actually worked on getting my working on a different drawing, and so far it looks nice. So hopefully, I need to shut down this again. Put a nice little pass-through of that in there. Get back to the pencil. There you go. I've now the color complete. So yeah, I have been working on the. I have worked on a different drawing today, and I was actually quite happy how far I already got so far. The main problem is that it is really hard to do to draw hands. Ugh, it's one of my things that I'm not very good at. And I drew on this. That's not good. Can I go back here? I need to have a second color. There you go. Easy. Now it should be fine. All right. So yeah, I've been working on a second part, and I must admit it was very hard for me to get the not to get the hands done. Apparently, hands are very hard to draw when you're trying to get them look natural. But holy hell, that took me a while before I was able to get it. Luckily, I recorded everything, of course with no sound, because somehow I need to get I need to give myself feedback. I will add some feedback afterwards, so I will have like a speed up version of all the things I did. And eventually I will have a video. Yay, I finally have a video again, so I will be better than before. So yeah, that's the thing that I did today. I actually I recorded my drawing. Of course, I did not go that far in it, but I did go far enough, I guess. Is that the way to say it? Probably. And hopefully, tomorrow I will be able to finish it. And once that thing is finished, well, hopefully it will be not finished. I mean, the line art will be fully finished. Needs to have some little. It still has some problems, but I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better at drawing, so I believe it will be done by not tomorrow, but I believe it will be done by the day after that. But yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting better at it. What I'm actually doing, by the way, on the drawing is actually experimenting with different kind of poses and different kind of emotions in the hands and posture and face. I'm doing this to improve upon myself, to improve facial recognition and getting, you know, base knowledge of, you know, impressions done properly. But yeah, that's important for me. Of course, it's not important for you guys because, you know, you don't have to deal with it, but I do. And I want to improve upon myself, and therefore I need to draw these things because otherwise I won't be able to improve at all. Because if I stay on the same path all the time, you know, there will be nothing changed. And I want change. I want to have change. No matter how small it might be, or maybe how, yeah, no matter how small that might be. Change is always good for me. Because I really look forward to getting that change and then help myself around with it. So yeah, hopefully, you know, after some time I will be able to get everything done. So I believe, you know, after 2, probably 3 days I will be finished with the drawing, but it takes some time. It will be taking some time to record it all, and then make the video out of it. It was not a live stream, definitely not, because I did not record any audio on it, and I also had to almost forgot that I had to put the audio on this one. I believe so that the audio is there, so allow me to just double check. Yep, audio is running. Good. All right. So yeah, I had a little problem. Like, yeah, I needed to record audio, and I forgot. Like, yes, you forgot something. What did I forget? The audio. What? Oh no. So yeah, it's a thing that I overlook sometimes. Like, yes, if I want to do a speed recording, maybe it's more smarter to not have audio on it, so that it's only the like, you know, video, and then, you know, just do a voiceover. That sounds really weird. Just using a voiceover for my own drawing. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be doing that, and hopefully then everything will be solved. So far, so good though. I'm very happy how far I already got with it, and I like to have a challenge, and the challenge is there, and holy hell, I'm very happy how far the drawing already looks. It looks beautiful. Of course, it might not look to you guys beautiful, but you know, I'm trying my very best upon it. Of course, I also need to do my very best on this, but you know, that's different. That's different kind of cake. That's different. Like, straight up different. This cake, its taste and flavor is different than the drawing I make. Because I'm not yet used to the good draw and the art, using the art style of this into that. So I have not implemented that yet, and that makes it a little bit more strange. Or well, way different than the other hand. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I did. I worked my ass off today, and hopefully tomorrow I will be able to finish it. And yes, I did. I took breaks in it, but those breaks were small. They were just like, you know, 1 hour, and then go back into the fray. And eventually, you know, everything will be fine. It just, you know, it's very hard for me to not skip time, or well, you know, realize that there is time, because sometimes I'm really isolated with myself. It's like, I want this thing to be done, and then, you know, I forgot, like, oh shit, it's already 2 hours late. So yeah, I got that running for me. It's not that bad, but it's a thing that I need to consider myself, like, oh yes, I should be keeping an eye on that determination of mine. But yeah, it's good how far I already got, and I'm very happy already on the result. course, it does have some, you know, little illnesses, but the good news is, the last time I did it, I failed making good hands and failed to make good proportions in the arms. This time I actually had good proportions in the arms and decent hands, so I improved. Even though it might not be looking like improvement, it is improvement nonetheless. So yeah, that's what I did today. I actually did work on my own damn skills, and I feel very happy upon that. Even though, you know, it might not look a lot like a lot, but it is a lot for me. Anyway, so yeah, what I'm now doing is actually just adding a second color to the feather palette, and then, you know, once we're done with the first color, with the second color, we can then add the third color, and then we're done. Hopefully, you know, we don't get any disturbance like, you know, lag spikes or save problems, because those are the worst. Like, it's already 4.7 gig the amount of storage it already takes. Like, this drawing takes 4.7 gig. It's like, that's a lot. I know, it's a lot indeed. I knew that it was a lot because I was working with it like already for a long time. And why would it be so big? Well, I think it has to do with details on the feathers and all that stuff, and all the details and shadings, but you know, can't complain. Especially since I can make a web version of this, so that, you know, everything is scaled down, but it will look the same. It's just, you know, different resolution. Hopefully that will fix it, so I can actually upload it, but probably not. Probably I should, you know, send the file by hand. So yeah, bleh. Now I am out of words again. God damn it. So that's what I done. Ugh. I hate it when I'm out of words. It's like, what should I talk about? And I'm like, roll a dice, and then be like, ah yes, let's talk about what should we talk about? Oh, fuck it. I guess I opened the book and I saw a Spinosaurus. Well, look at that. There you have it. A Spinosaurus. What does it eat? Well, it eats fish. Where did it live? Well, it lived in Africa, in the Africa parts. So that means that the creature was highly adapted to sea life. It was able to transfer around its regions. I believe at that time it was actually a Martian land, so it was like marsh, not desert. It was humid, so that means that it was a lot of rain. That means that, yeah, big waterfalls and all that lovely stuff. And the Spinosaurus was actually one of those creatures that actually hunted fish and mammal and creatures itself. It was specialized in amphibious ambushes, like those amphibious ambushes that you could find like alligators, I believe. Yeah, that could be true. Though it uses its sail to sunbathe, if I'm correctly assuming. So to charge up and then get into the water, find a fish, or you know, ambush a lonely little creature and then just emerge from the land and then, you know, chase it down. I believe that's how he hunted. Which is quite funny that actually in Spinosaurus is actually an amphibious creature. Because there is not a lot of amphibious dinosaurs. Well, there are, but there are not those who are famous. Let's put it that way. Also, the most famous dinosaur that actually, well, it's not technically a dinosaur, but it is one of the oldest reptilians ever lived. You know, the crocodile is actually one of those relatives that are very, very adaptable to any kind of climate. Even cold climates, they exist. Crocodiles are highly adaptable since they are very efficient hunters, and they're very intelligent. You probably didn't know that they were intelligent. You probably thought that these things, these little gator boys, were just, you know, stupid ass animals that were, you know, the smartness of a dog. Well, they are as smart as a dog, and they know how to do things. Because if you look at the birds in a region of crocodiles, there are actually crocodiles that use the bird mates calling ritual of certain types of birds at their advantage. So what they do, they actually put some sticks on their snout and let the birds pick them up. And once the birds are almost picking them up, it's gonna be snap, and you know, they have dinner, free dinner. And because the birds have a natural instinct to get the sticks, they actually don't see the threat coming in. Like, ah yes, that's a beautiful stick. What about that big giant floating monster in the lake? Yeah, it doesn't exist. It does not exist. And then, you know, snap. Nom 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 nom. So yeah, they are really smart. I even believe that it was, I believe there was a biologist that even was very daring. He actually made a crocodile. He owned a crocodile as a house pet, and even let it roam around in his house. And you're probably thinking like, well, what? Yeah, that's the thing. Apparently, he was under the evidence that that a crocodile could be tamed. So he was like, you know what? You guys don't believe me that I can tame a crocodile? Well, allow me to show you. And then, you know, he actually did it. The madman did it. He tamed a bloody damn fucking crocodile, and he had it in his house with his children playing with it. It's like, what? Yeah, your children play with the crocodile while, you know, you're at home and have a nice campfire around it. Yeah, then that was a mad lad, but he was a good mad lad. He was a very, very smart scientist. I don't know his, well, biologist, not scientist, the dummy. But yeah, I don't know what his name was, but that guy was quite smart. Also very daring. But yeah, there are records that, you know, people kept alligators and crocodiles as house pets, and you know, they were very tamed, even though, you know, they're very wild animals, and technically reptilian creatures could not be tamed because of the reptilian brain, but apparently they could, and that was actually quite fun. Anyway, so today is gonna be, you know, me just drawing the second color on the feathers, and well, it's always the same, really. It's just me figuring out what to talk about, and then go forward from there. The main problem I face right now is, you know, the amount of feathers that I need to color in. That's the main thing that I always hold myself back on. It's like, that's a lot of feathers you got there. And I'm like, yeah, it is. It actually is. It's a lot of feathers, and you know, I need to get these feathers up and running. So yeah, it's a good time. It's a great day. It's a good day, and I'm very happy how far I already got. So yeah, today I have been working on my drawings. If that did that slow my drawing right now? Probably not, because it was actually different things that I had to do and different kind of things I had to progress on. So it was different stuff I had to deal with. instead of, you know, dealing with this instead. I believe the stuff I had to deal with were quite not quite normal, but quite different. Yeah, different is a good word. I had to realize, like, oh my god, how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I do the positioning? How do I draw this correct? And then, you know, I still feel that at certain types of points, and you know, I'm gonna be trying to revert that situation so that, you know, oh well, make sure that the situation is not there. So I'm gonna be erasing my mistakes afterwards. But of course, I am gonna finish that project, and well, it's not a project. It's actually just, you know, me drawing and making sure that I'm learning stuff. So yeah, I would say it's a project then, a tiny one. It's me learning stuff, and stuff learning is very important for my being. Like, I am, as a regular being, likes to learn stuff. I know. If I was not learning stuff, then I would be saying like, can we do something to learn? Because I really like learning. It's one of my favorite things to do. And hopefully, you know, it will be the best thing to do. But yeah. So now, we're just, you know, working on the colors, getting everything done, you know, all that stuff. And there's nothing wrong here with, you know, the feathers and all that stuff, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about that at all. If I switch them up, let's see. I think that's better. I think that's actually better for us. It's like, yeah. I believe that's the better way, right? That's the better way, right? Yeah, that's the better way. This is the better way, but I need to make sure that I have the feathers up and running correctly. So yeah, hold on. Me stupid. Me so stupid. And now I can go here. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting, huh? So since that this is interesting, so it does indeed look like it is red. Huh. Is it because I'm using the same kind of type of red? Probably. Which makes things red. But that means I need to get a different kind of approach then. Well, it does look nice. Don't get me wrong here. It looks good. I believe this is the better option, and then go for yes, no. Come on. No, yes, no, maybe. This is a tough call. Probably should, you know, get this a little bit more out of the open, and then get this here. I think then this is better. This is the better option, right? Yeah, this is the better option. Alright, cool. I'm still a little bit confused sometimes, like, is this the best option? Is this the best option? Because it's really hard to make these feather patterns, alright? They're a little bit tricky. Not the best of tricky, but they are tricky. I mean, you know, the idea of, getting this thing done, I believe that's the way to do it. So yeah, where was I? I was talking about stuff and then I forgot about talking about stuff. Yeah. That sums things up. So yeah, the amount of stuff I had to do today, I was working on the drawing for like 4 hours today, and then I quit. I was like, you know what, 4 hours is good enough time to just quit it and then go back to it. I believe I did. I believe I did 4 hours, or it was at least one of those things. One of the two. It was either that or it was a little bit less, but it felt like 4 hours. So I believe that is a good way to say things. So yeah, I really like how much I already got and how far I already got with them, and hopefully I will be able to provide even more once this is so fake. Explaining it like that is so vague. But yeah, I just get it straight. I just did some practicing to get better at stuff, and those stuff actually succeeded in, and I succeeded in that certain type of area. Not with flag and wimple, but with better flag. So I succeeded in getting to I succeeded in getting there, and I'm very happy. I can tell you where it is all about, but probably you won't even get it then because it gets even more complicated. I tried to I tried a certain type of image that I already drew before, and I tried a different emotion so that I was able to draw that emotion, and I also drew a different position on the hands and the face and the position on the body, and I experimented with that. So I took the same image and positioned it different, and then made different hands and different stuff with them. It is still the same. It's still the same character that I made, but it was different kind. It was different on the part of seeing that it was. Derp me. I'm gonna be using too much different, aren't I? Yep, I am. I used like I used different kind of styles and different way of the posture is different. The face is not different, but the facial the facial recognition. So the facial recognition stays the same, but the eyes and the mouth are differently placed. Therefore, it creates a different kind of emotion. Using the wing brows to create the emotion as well, or well, combining the wing brows with it, it even go well browns. There you go, the browns. It gets even better, and therefore the emotion has been created. Instead of a happy emotion, I actually went for not for anger, but more for pissed. So a little bit disappointed and be like, ah, you little bastard. That kind of emotion. Being frustrated at something or frustrated against somebody. And I created that kind of emotion by using my drawing skills. It took me a while to get the positioning right because of all the problems that occurred with it. It's like, oh my god, why is there so many things I need to worry about? That's no fun. And eventually I came across the hands, and then I was like, oh my god, this is horror. This is horror. I had the position of the hands correct, and then I could not draw the hands. I had to take like probably an hour before I was able to get to the right way of making the hands, and then the hands even were out of proportion. So I even had to figure out like, how do I do it now? How do I do this? How do I do it? And then I looked at some artwork and I was like, oh, you're doing it like that. All right, fine. I'll not copy your homework, but I will definitely use that kind of positioning because holy hell, it saved me a lot of time. But yeah, the whole positioning and finding out how to draw things, certain types of things, is very hard, but it is a very educatively. It's very educative. Yeah, it's very good for me because I learn a lot of things thanks to it. And hopefully, you know, this explains what I was doing today because, yeah, I have nothing to talk about today. It's like the snow is gone, so I cannot tell you about the one time that some idiots on the ice actually used barbecued on it. It's like, what? Wait, you're really gonna barbecue on the ice, having a big giant party there? All right. So yeah, the that was good stuff though. That was good. But holy hell, I am so not able to think about any events right now. Probably because I'm actually focusing on getting the wings better. I think that's it. I think the wings were the problem because, you know, the feathers on the wings are very nicely made. Also, it's very hard sometimes to get these things done. Like you see like white spots here and there, and you need to realize like, ah, yeah, that's where this third color needs to go. And I'm like, yeah, indeed. I'm still thinking about, you know, filling it fully in, but then I was like, no, I'm not supposed to do that. That's not a good idea. But holy hell, it's hard. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I have been doing today. I actually went for, you know, drawing and getting this thing fully done. So let me just take a look. Oh my god, it's only 30 minutes in. How can I get this thing? How can I keep on talking? That's the main issue. Is like, I want to give you guys some nice little talk and chit chat, and then I'm like, ah yes, talking. That's the thing that's the least favorite thing I can do. Because I'm a very shy person when it comes to talking. It's like, I get if I get to a subject that I like about talking about, I get excited, and you know, I will blow your head off with all the information you don't need, all the useless information that you will get from me. It's like really a lot. So yeah. So what I have been thinking about is like, what kind of good thing I can talk about that doesn't blow your head off while doing things. I can talk about something, and I would think I know already what. So, I have been thinking about making again. How do you say, a stove? Yeah, there you go. I was thinking about making a stove again. Not a regular stove, of course, but I wanted to make again a stove. I think I will do it before Easter, but I want to make a stove again once that is gonna be using actual deer. So I wanted to make a stove of deer combine it with potatoes. What was more in it? Beans? No, not beans. Come on, think about it. How do you say that word? How the hell do you say that word? Carrots. Yeah, then that's the word. Carrots. Ah, it's so different here. It's such a different word here. So that it is it's deer meat with potatoes, carrots, and I believe it was meatloaf. Probably it was meatloaf. I don't know exactly, but I know that I needed one onion in it, some spring onions, and then yeah, I needed one of the vegetables. So it's gonna be carrots with meatloaf then, I believe. So it's gonna be the green with green, and then onions and uh, carrots. But yeah, the stew is actually quite nice if you make it so that if you make the um if you smash the potatoes, combine it with the carrots, and then put it then all together with the deer meat and the meatloaf. You actually, oh well, not meatloaf. And meatloaf, it's the word, right? It's not. Ah, god damn it! If I'm now using the word meatloaf, I don't know if I meet the green bloody damn thing that I always refer to. It's like I know what I'm thinking of. I don't know if I'm using the right word here. So let me just get to the V, the W V, the V. Come on, P R S T U V, and then V. Yes. Now I want to go to white. Now I want to go to white, wit, week, wij, wier, wiebel, wie, wijsneus, wild, wit, est, wit, lof. Ah, chicory. That's different. That's a definitely different word. Yeah, chicory. There you go. Totally different word. It's not meatloaf. It's chicory. Ah, I knew it. I knew it. I definitely knew that word. I definitely knew that in my vocabulary. Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be chicory with carrots, smashed potatoes, and spring onions and onions. So that's how I prepare my how I'm gonna be preparing that. It's actually called it's actually all a stove. So it's all stove, and it's a hunter stove. It's very delicious because deer is actually very good and very tasty, especially if you combine it with the right amount of spices in it. So yeah, that's how you realize that I was wrong upon my vocabulary, and again, I am very bad at using the correct words. I normally use the words that I think that are right, and then I realize like, oh god, that's not right. So yeah. Alright, so after this I need to do the blending mode, I guess. Yeah, I need to do the blending mode. Alright, cool. That's gonna be fun. Because now you can see the spots. And actually you don't want to see the spots, so actually I should go for some blending mode. Anyway, there you go. So yeah, churros, whatever it was. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm a very bad person when it comes to pronouncing. If I was not a good pronouncer, I would say, yeah, I'm butchering words right now. I'm literally a butcher. I butcher words. Ah, fair me. But yeah, the amount of stuff I'm gonna be making, I want to do some cooking, and I like to use my old-fashioned book about cooking, because it actually contains a lot of information, like how to make soup, how to create certain types of meat, and I don't have to depend on knowledge of the internet, because the internet is actually quite annoying when it comes to finding good recipes. The main problem with recipes in the internet is that they are inconsistent sometimes, and some of them even you had to pay for, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to be paying for recipes, come on. So yeah, I rather use a book. And so I do. Anyway, that's what I did today. I successfully drew, and well, I successfully learned how to draw. So, I'm now working on this project. Working on a moth-hawk project is always important. I always like to do it. I'm very happy when I'm doing it. I'm like a very handy-dandy person when it comes to these things. I really like them. I really like using this kind of, you know, story? Drawing. Yeah, there you go. I really like to use the learning curve of it. Like, I never knew that I was so happy to do the drawing parts until I figured out, like, wait a minute. I can draw now on my PC instead of, using actual paper. Back in the day, I was like, yeah, I will only use paper. And now I'm like, yeah, I think this is actually better. Better for me, because therefore I will learn how to do things properly. Also, I can include brushes that I really want to use later on. Also, I need to do a little chit chat, maybe next week or something, with a friend of mine, talking about some certain events, because I have been improving lately, and I want to show him like my improvements. So yeah, I hope that he will be available so I can show him, well, my artwork. Anyway, so that's the thing, and I'm very happy that I shown improvement again, and again and again and again. That's how you do it. You improve. It doesn't matter how little you improve, you still improve. And if you improve, you improve. And if you improve, that means that you're getting better at it. And if you're getting better at it, you learn much more, because you want to drive to get better at it, even better. So yeah, once I'm getting the hang of it, and I'm getting better at it, and therefore I will get better at it eventually even more. But of course I will be still drawing like this. Don't get me wrong, this is the most fun part of it. It's like the highly detailed power. But this takes like, I don't know, months to complete. And because I'm only working 1 hour on it, but if I would be working be working the full week on it without recording, or just recording things while drawing, then I believe I will be done in like 2 months, maybe. Top. Yeah. But now, of course, it takes like months, so it's like 2 months or 3 months, and I will be busy doing this. Why will I be busy doing this like that? Because I actually started from the start. I am now finally in the midway of this section, and I know that, the boat project, for instance, I actually hided the whole problem that I actually drew it all first. Now I actually did not do that. I actually worked with you guys from scratch, and you can see like how much different it makes. Like, if I would be processing everything, it is a lot more work than if you're just doing, from a sketch to coloring, because then it's only coloring, and coloring takes less time than developing the positioning, the right way how to make the hand, or how to make the beak, or how to make the eye, or how to make the tail, or how to make all the stuff that you need on the drawing, because that takes thinking process. And thinking, I'm a very good person at that, but holy hell, let me do that like 1 hour full straight and then thinking and drawing at the same time, and then that gets me really dizzy at the moments. So yeah, it has been rough, truly rough, but it is not that rough as it is because you it's not rough when it is. It's not rough. It's not as hard as starting from scratch and then build your way up with only having 1 hour every day working on it. That is hard. Because you want to record every single finding you do. And the whole damn thing about it is like, it's a very cool looking art. Yes. But you know how long it takes? It takes like 2 months to complete, but because I only have 1 hour each day, it takes even longer. But the good news is, once it's complete, it looks very nice. Yes, true. What I wanted to improve on was actually improving my skills. And to do that, I actually adapted a different art style. And that art style is far more toony than this. Well, I adapted, well, I molded it into my own, like, yes, clay time, boys and girls. So yeah, I molded it into my own, and so far it looks nice, and I'm getting shit done. Like if I want to work for 4 hours straight on it, I would be like almost at the beginning of, you know, the color step. That's how fast I get to it. So it means that I'm actually improving upon my work, because before this and before this, I would not be able to do that. Even though you might think it's a different art style, how can that improve your own art? How can that improve your other art style? It's like, well, I'm learning with this art style to get shit done by hours and realizations of, you know, that hours have been passed by, and that's the stuff that, you know, you need to learn. It's like, you have been working already for 1 hour. What? 1 hour? Ah, you know, that kind of idea, and that kind of idea is also felt like in my project. It's like, I'm not on a time limit. No, get me wrong there, but I'm on a, you know, schedule. I need to make sure that I have stuff done in an hour, and I want to see how far I got within an hour. Therefore, I'm looking at stuff that, you know, I'm doing. So if I have been working for an hour, I have been working for an hour. And our work takes long times. Hours are very fast done. But for instance, I work like 3-4 hours on. Allow me to just double check then, because I'm not supposed to be lying here. Allow me to double check. Where is it? I need to go over here. And then over here. No. There it is. So 4 o'clock. And the other one was 12 o'clock. Yeah. No, 1 o'clock. So within 3 hours. Alright, within 3 hours, allow me to just show you guys, because that's important. I will put this into a different link. Open this link. Yep. And open this link. And I'll show you the progress, like how far when I started it and when I did it. Alright, so this is like in an hour I went like this already. So within an hour I already went in this kind of approach. So this is how far I got in an hour. And then 4 hours later this is already like this. So I must say myself, it's actually quite big improvement how far I got already. And of course this is not, you know, the real stuff. This is like stuff that, you know, you normally see when you know, it's not fully done. It's not colored and all that stuff, but yeah, the outlines are still a little bit meshy, but it's almost done. And that's what I like about it. It's like how far I already am with all the stuff I already, oh, how far I'm already are with all the stuff I did, it gets faster done. And that's what I missed back in that's what I missed when I actually went when I first did it. It took me like an hour. It took me like 3 or 4 hours to finally get a sketch done. Now it's like, you know, an hour and then boom, sketch done. With that kind of drawing style. Which, of course, is quite impressive in my books because, you know, it's an improvement. So yeah, I'm getting better at this, and I showed you guys how far I already got in the improvement and my reason behind it. So yeah, I also recorded the full thing, so the full discovery I recorded it, and I'm probably gonna be, you know, showing you guys showing you guys a video and then, you know, analyze it all with myself. So probably I'm gonna be complaining about myself like, ah yes, I went there and there and there, and then, you know, I'm gonna be digging out my own mistakes. Yeah, trying to do that. Try to do an analytic review of my own drawings. There you go. So that's gonna be a thing, and hopefully, you know, you guys are gonna be there, you know, be able to watch it after I'm done. Alright, so I forgot to read that. Well, you know, luckily I'm not the only one. I believe creating this kind of, this could also work. Just, you know, casually drawing the full thing and then draw over it. Yeah, that's actually a smarter move, right? Draw over it again, so that I don't have to deal with the other things. Yes. Anyway, let's take a look already, because holy hell, it's 50 minutes, and 50 minutes is 50 minutes. Alright, come on. Ah, there you go. Lag spikes! Meanwhile, lag spikes, and very far away thing. So, allow me to just double save before before my whole damn thing crashes to oblivion. Yeah, I need to get a new CPU one day. So we're already here. So we're almost halfway done with this color. It looks good. It looks really nice. I must say, I'm really happy how it ended up already. So I am satisfied with the result that I'm now giving to myself. This is how I wanted it. This is how it looks like, and I'm very happy. It looks good. I am satisfied. Of course, I'm not satisfied in total because it's not finished, but I'm satisfied at how far I'm already here with this and how far it got. So tomorrow we will be finishing off the little things, and the little things are always the difficult parts, and then, you know, finally we can go onwards to the second color. So yeah, I hope you all have been enjoying for today, and thanks all for watching. And until then, I'll wish you all a lovely day, and bye.